Welcome to the fourth and final review of the week. Up this time is Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. I'm probably going to shorten that because that is a mouthful. Anyway, is a robot voxel slice 'em up where any part of your body can be sliced off. With your mind downloaded into a robot gladiator, you must survive the sinister trials of the arena. Apologies for the brief agony while we harvested your mind, but now your thought patterns are safely encased in this sleek, shiny robot with a laser sword. Survive, and perhaps you will earn upgrades. Good luck in the arena. We hope you survive longer than the last contestant. So I think the point has been made. So yeah, this is let's call it an arena combat game, where you will duel robots, and you are technically a cyborg, I guess. Like, not exactly sure what you would call a robot with a human mind uploaded into it. Like, like a cyborg is a mix between, is a human with robot parts. An android is a human looking, specifically male, by the way. A gynoid is female. Though you get my point, right? Like, anyway, I suppose it doesn't matter much. So in terms of combat, I'm like, the thing is, I know exactly what this game reminds me of. It's just I'm probably the only one who's gonna know the reference. That is, has anyone else here played Bushido Blade?
I think I heard the name once, but I don't remember actually playing it.
About the same, yeah.
Okay, I know that might be a weird comparison to draw from, the robots with laser swords, but okay. Bushido Blade was a PlayStation 1 fighting game where it had realistic combat.
Is this the air quotes realistic combat of the era, or?
I mean, we're realistic in terms of the PlayStation 1, but it's a lot more real than a lot of fighting games, as in it's a weapon-based fighter. It's like, if you get hit like twice or even once, depending on where you get hit, you'll die. It's like that here. Like, if your leg gets cut off, you will be hopping. If you lose both legs, you die. That's my point. The combat here is realistic in the terms of there's no energy bar, there's no fighting moves. It's like, if you get hit with a sword strike, it's going to do some damage, potentially kill you in one go. This has happened. This happened to me several times. As I'm sure Petty is experiencing right now. Like, so that's the basics of combat. You start out with a laser sword and a bit of a dash and a jump, and that's about it. Now, when you get to the upgrade station, this is single player mode, by the way, or at least story mode, because this game actually has quite a few modes. I only played the story mode. behind you. But you'll be able to upgrade. You'll get a actual jetpack.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get the ability to block projectiles. You'll be able to get a kick, and you'll be able to upgrade these moves. You can also forego an upgrade and get either an extra life, a clone in the game's framing, or you can repair all damage done. It's kind of up to you how you build the skill tree. Gonna need to get the cattle prod here.
Nope, I noticed that time. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, so that's the framework of the combat and the upgrades. It's all really simple stuff. The key is in the mixture. Like the beginning bout, you're fighting against one sword robot. Nothing too challenging. Then you're fighting against multiple sword robots. And then round 3, archer bots. And then round 4, you mix them up with archers and sword robots. Round 5, that's the Spidertron the Spidertron 5000 and assorted sword robots. Then these sword robots Mark II on level 6, or the 6th fight. Fight 7, which is the longest, which is the furthest I got in the story mode, was, 2 Spidertron 5000s, archers, and swordsmen of the level 2 variety. Yeah, it was a bit much there, especially because, once again, you can only take a few hits. This is Rainbow Six, not Doom, in terms of damage. And that goes for your enemies as well. You can take them out with one hit. And you will also be able to unlock other weapons. There's the bow, which I hated and never used. And there's the hammer I never got to unlock, because I didn't like the bow.
Only 3 total?
Yep. I'm presuming the hammer is heavier and slower. Imagining you might be able to break blocks, but it's slower, so that's the counterbalance there. That's the typical kind of way then there. In terms of actual modes, there's the story mode. Also worth noting, it's presented as a gladiatorial combat with commentary. The writing is surprisingly witty, though will get a bit repetitive. Anyway, endless mode. Challenge yourself to fight through 86 level variants spread across 7 difficulty tiers. Can you make it to Titanium? Not even remotely. There's a Twitch mode where Twitch stream viewers earn coins. I'm not exactly sure what the coins do, because I only got the one copy. Bet on your gameplay and spawn enemies to kill you. Challenge mode, bow only, hammer only. Can you survive the arena? And there's also multiplayer, last bot standing, the battle royale mode. 5-10 minutes. Yeah, if you've played a battle royale mode, you know this. Private duels, the 1v1. Online co-op, that's the you and a human friend will team up against the robots. In terms of everything coming together, it's a good package. It's just It's not something I like playing for a long period of time. Maybe a half an hour tops. Because once again, it comes down to that maybe not realistic damage, but, you know, one hit and you can potentially die mechanic. You know, you're going to die a lot in this game. And it's also, it doesn't look like progress is saved until you reach a new chapter. I never reached chapter 2, so... and this game is also, this game is inherently difficult. Like... And... Yeah. That's about all I got, honestly. Petty, is there anything you want to add to the conversation?
Not really. The game's fine.
In terms of
price,
it
looks kind of simple, but harmless.
Yeah. In terms of pricing, I think that's where we run into some issues here because it's clocking in at $20. I can see why this game is $20 just from the graphical presentation. Like, this went heavy on the voxels and enjoyed it. But still the not the gameplay loop, but the patience needed to properly get into the game might be a bit much for $20. I'd say pick it up at like 15 at most, truth be told. Or if you know you're going to be able to do the multiplayer stuff, then I would say this is a more worthwhile purchase. Because, just even if you two aren't very good, that's its own wackiness. Going back to Bushido Blade, a friend of mine in high school had this game on his PlayStation 1, and let's just say things got really hilarious when both fighters had, all they could do was roll on the ground. Until time ran out, I think. Like, it's been a while since I played the Bushido Blade, so memories are a bit fuzzy there. Anyway, as far as Clone Drone and the Danger Zone goes, it's a perfectly fine game. That may be a bit overpriced. And yeah, I believe that'll do it for not just this review, but our review session. So coming up on the week ahead. So these reviews are being recorded a few days out from Thanksgiving. And as is per the tradition, we do not have any episodes planned for Wednesday. No Fragments of Silicon on Wednesday, no MSP on Wednesday. We do have on Friday a new installment of Fragments of Silicon Multiplayer Mayhem, a double bill this time, as we'll be trying out the games Operation Valor and Perfect Heist 2. They're both multiplayer games, so this was the earliest time we could fit them in. And yeah, we will be back next week, I guess. Since there's no show in between, I can mention the games publicly. We will be having impressions of Gods of the Twilight, reviews of Perfect Heist 2, Hades Nebula, and Operation Valor. And until next time, I shall wish you good gaming.